What it be though? It's the POC. So we gonna talk about this time round. What's the benefits of being a solo artist versus a group member? Now me, I done been on both sides of that. You flip that coin, you see Prince Robbo this side, and yeah, he was on this side too. Damn. So I've had compliments, I've had criticism, I've had a lot of comments and feedback on my solo shit, as well as my group efforts or my solo efforts and my group accomplishments. Whichever one fits your perspective. But I haven't done many group projects. I've done probably 3. And I have more solo projects than group. I prefer solo projects because creatively you can say more, but financially it'll be easier for your pockets to pay for your portion of the studio session, or for your portion of the marketing or the promotion, or if we all finna buy these promotional shirts, you feel me? We finna chip in for these shirts to promote this project that we just laid down. But yeah, it's kind of effed up too. You're dealing with more than one head, more than 2 heads, more than 3 heads around. You got to deal with this personality, and this person got like a whole bunch of personalities. And then you might have a female around, and the female might be, a part of the equation, or she might be the cause of the problem amongst the guys in the group. So you never know, man. But yeah, when it comes to when you're making like solo songs, and you got like a story you trying to tell that's about you, and that only you can understand, you don't need no features. You don't need nobody to call on to drop a verse or hop on the second verse or yeah man, I need you to do the hook. Nah, feel me? Like with me, there have been times where I had to rely on myself, and there were times where I just chose to do it because, why not? But yeah, I done had niggas walk out on a nigga, renege on a nigga, doubt a nigga, walk away, snake a nigga, come back around, snake a nigga again. Yeah, I had all that shit. But at the end of the day, Prince Robbo always showed up and laid the shit down. If it was some shit that was lacking, I always picked up the slack, and I always got that motherfucker submitted. And whenever I said I was gonna drop something and I was gonna upload it on a certain date, I made sure I met that date. It's on you to keep up with the nigga, keep up with the Robbo. If you ain't keeping up, then shit, I can't help you. So that's where I stand on as far as groups breaking up and shit like that. A lot of times the chemistry is good for the music, but when it comes to the friendship, when it comes to all that personal stuff, that's where it gets sticky. That's where things get kind of effed up, and you tend to now you looking at your business partners as your brothers, or you're looking at the brothers as your business partners all of a sudden. You feel me? And it's like, nah, you can't. Sometimes you can't mix family with friends. You can't mix, you can't mix love. You can't mix, money and love, all that. It's all conflict of interest at the end of the day. So making money with your brothers ain't always good. But sometimes, it's cool to have them, listen every now and then. But, that's why I stand on, even if you fall out with people you used to record music with, it don't mean oh man, it's beef with these niggas. Nah, it just mean that niggas move on. Niggas got left behind, or niggas moved on, or niggas just passed away, or niggas just, you know, just didn't want to do it no more. It's like all that plays a part, you know. But anyway, creatively, when you're in a group, you pretty much can narrow down what you want to put out. You can narrow down what you want a piece of this song to represent you. Even though it's a group song, even though it's a lot of cats on the song. Say for instance, it could be like 4 or 5 of y'all. But you gotta make sure whatever you put on that song, people have to know that's your part. People have to, like, it has to resonate with you. Like, it's your only time to make this impression. Like, this your first and your last time to say this motherfucking verse, nigga. That's how you supposed to come when you do your verse, nigga. That's how you supposed to play your role as a member, as a part of a whole. You feel me? So, please believe me. I love doing songs with niggas. I love hopping on songs and knowing that, especially when a nigga already got his verse laid down. So if you already got your verse laid down, shit, that's pretty much giving me the ammo. It's giving me the modules. It's giving me the, you know what I'm saying, the you know, it's giving me a type of set, or a type of quote, or a quota to reach, pretty much. So I'm looking at it, it's floating in my face, you know, like a dog looking at a piece of steak, you know, floating above his head, and the mouth water and everything. That's how I'm looking at this verse you already laid. Because even though it may be some hot shit, it may be some cold shit you may just put down, but nigga, please believe, once I lay this Robbo shit, nigga, it's over with. They gonna what, nigga? They gonna look forward. They looking forward to that Robbo verse, nigga. Yeah, you cool, but they looking forward to that Robbo verse, nigga. So that's where I stand on. You know, rap is a competition. Rap is a sport. Rap is a way of getting out your feelings, getting out your inner, you know, getting out all this inner, it's like it's inner energy, you know. It's like whatever you feel on this side, it can be evilness, it can be good, it can be bad, it can be genius, it can be loving, it can be brutal, it can be honest, it can be so creative, and it can be fluffy, or it can be rough, dangerous, it can be offensive, it can be complimentary, you know. Players fuck up. But anyway, is any way you want to twist this shit. You know what I'm saying? Any way you want to twist this shit is how you want to twist it. Now that's the beauty when you ain't got no motherfucker around you to consider. When it's all you, oh yeah, your ego can come out, nigga. When it's all you, oh, you ain't got to worry about, oh, my bad, dog. You ain't got to worry about saying my bad around that motherfucker. Ain't nobody to say my bad to. It's all you, nigga. It's just you in that booth, or it's just you and the engineer. Oh, nigga, wait till they hear this. You know, you can postpone those feedback comments for later on instead of that immediate. You know what I'm saying? The immediate shit. So yeah, you can kind of hide and duck from a lot of motherfucking criticism when you ain't got a group. You feel me? But please believe, the beauty of it is the fact that you can deliver this type of sound when people come around and they be like, damn, so this what you been doing when we wasn't around? Like, yeah, nigga, that's what I laid down when y'all wasn't around. So yeah, man, it's good and bad with all this stuff. It's ups and downs, ins and outs, lefts and rights, you dig, twists and turns, but flips and spins, whatever you want to say. And man, I done been a part of some groups in the past. So I was a part of a rap group originally called the MGM Clique, and I was a part of another group called YBMGM, and then yeah, pretty much you know, I have future endeavors. I have a group project in the works with a cat by the name Trilly. We doing this OFF project, which is Original Founding Fathers. So pretty much I don't have a gang of mixtapes. I pretty much have, you know, projects. And I come up with these projects, and then all of a sudden it becomes a group project, you know, depending on who I link up with. So the MGM Clique, you know, that consisted of myself, and I was brought into the group by this cat, Big Lord. So Big Lord introduced me to Chappelle, Big Lord. They were blood cousins. We met in high school. So we meet in high school. I met Big Lord first, started battle rapping him. We're in the same division. Then eventually we got cool. He bring me into the rap group. You know, now we cool throughout high school. You feel me? Then I meet Chappelle. We get cool. Then Chappelle, he spit bars just as well, but he never made it to the studio with us. So when we finally did make it to the studio session, you know, I meet the other group member, Young LS. So Young LS is Young Lethal style. So I meet him, and at the same time, yeah. But before we hit the studio in high school, man, we had a lot of group members that was coming and going. So I know I came into the group, and then my other nigga Tone Wise, Young Tone, he was a part of the group with us during high school. We used to, you know, freestyle a lot. You know, me, Tone, Big Lord, Chappelle sometimes. But as far as the studio, when it finally came to the studio, when we finally reached the coming of age of like 17, 18, it was just me, Big Lord, Young LS. And then we did a project which was called The Main Event, which was like about 5 plus tracks. But you know, due to technical difficulties, whatever, or personal issues, you know, we had some falling outs, and then so we linked back up eventually, and we was gonna attempt to do this Jackson Street Initiated project, you know, and that was gonna be called JSI initially, and you know, that basically represented Jackson Boulevard. And that's one of the main streets in my neighborhood on the west side of Chicago, you feel me? So, and these guys pretty much kind of represented the same, you know, the same street, you know, and on their side of the neighborhood. So anyway, we eventually, you know, just disbanded. I basically just stuck it out and just kept doing music, and I guess the rest of them, you know, they just, you know, they had other personal things that took over, other responsibilities, family issues, family responsibilities, which is understandable. Me, I was the last of the bunch to really get a job, a job. So, and I still ain't got no kids or whatever. So, yeah, I pretty much had it made, you know, had it a little bit sweet, but at the same time, I'm still on the strive or the journey of finding those things that I just mentioned. But anyway, oh no, but I am working, nigga. Believe that. I'm making money, but no kids, no spouse, none of that. But it's all good. I'm not in a rush. I'm still young. You feel me? I'm still young at heart. But anyway, yeah, I kept it going. So that's what I meant by, even though I had to make the decisions of keeping shit going by myself and finding other ways and finding other guys to keep this legacy going with. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, Prince Robbo has always maintained a solo status. Point blank. Period. You did. And so YBMGM was pretty much like another group that was the same group. You feel me? So it was like a flip to the original group. So the original group, to me, didn't fit where my mind was mentally and spiritually. So, and then I felt that since I was, pretty much the one with all the projects, I was the most consistent artist in the group, and the one that was, that had a say so. I was at this time I was, pretty much a dominant member and an established artist, otherwise. So I was like, man, I feel like as a group, it would benefit everybody if we just start rapping better, with a positive message, So we went from money getting mentality or money getting mafia. And at first I attempted to flip it to musicians growing massively. But I was like, man, I got this idea. Let's flip this shit to YBMGM. Young black males going major. That way, it can define all of us at the time, which was like 2012, I believe. And I had linked up with this cat by the name of Sheik Ron, who was an old classmate also from back in the day in high school. So Sheik Ron, this nigga all of a sudden, he become this newfound Moorish American. So he become a Moor. He's a Muslim. He wearing the fez. He's talking all this good shit all of a sudden, And but in high school he was a bum. He was a dirty nigga. And he didn't really, he didn't get no girls or nothing. He didn't battle rap or nothing. He just used to debate and be on 50 Cent nuts all day. But me, I was more of a Kanye fan, so I was on the conscious side back then, and he was on the 50 Cent type rap type shit, just on, the business. He just focused on business. So when I met the nigga later on, I gotta give a shout out to my nigga Tony J. So Tony J had monopolized ENT. Now monopolized ENT was pretty much gonna be the record label that would be me and the MGM clique at the time. And we would be, recording music in cahoots with Tony. And Tony is also, he from the neighborhood, but I ain't know him back in the day. But I met him in high school in my music class. Same high school. But anyway, I linked them niggas together. But Tony was originally my engineer. So he stopped, me and him, we started rocking for the Time vs. Life project. That was my first mixtape. But me and him started recording and shit up until I say probably the YBMGM era. So when I introduced YBMGM, I had already brought Sheik Ron into the play. So my nigga Tony, we still cool to this day. But business is business, you feel me? So I brought the nigga Sheik Ron. Nigga, you gonna be the engineer. So now he the engineer, and he's also hopping on the songs. I figured why not, At the time, I just want to spit the bars. I just want to get the message out. I just want to tear these niggas' heads off. You know, I'm 21 at the time, so I'm like, yeah. But at the same time, there's gonna be some conscious black power uplifting shit for the hood. So that's why I'm trying to get the MGM niggas on board. But it's not gonna work if everybody ain't in cahoots. So Tony, he was down, but he can only do or say so much, you know, if he ain't motivated enough. Then you got Sheik, he coming with the Moorish American knowledge, which is cool and all, but I wasn't ready to push that shit just yet. So now then you still got my original MGM members. So now MGM is now converted into YBMGM. And at first, the original meaning was like a question that would be proposed. Like the letters YBMGM would be like saying WHY and then space BE space MGM question mark. Why would I be an MGM member when I can be I can be a YBMGM? You feel me? So that's what it meant. It meant something as an identity, a new identity. But I guess the rest of the group members, I don't know if they took it as a disrespect or whatever. But even if it was that, niggas still went along with it. You feel me? And they was co-signing it because I put out the project, which kind of introduced not a group that was different, but it was kind of the same group, but more members around, more guys around, more guys behind the scenes. It was more like a team. It was more like a real team of individuals who was doing all type of shit. So then here comes a couple of cats from grammar school. Miko Spinks, Leif Erikson Grammar School, Low Lizard, Leif Erikson Grammar School. And then next thing you know, I bump into another cat, Booby Got Beats, Mr. Brandon Calhoun. He's responsible for some of the beats that I rapped over that wound up being some of my top charted videos on YouTube, you know, 24/7. You know, joints like SoundCloud, Ghostwriter, you know. But yeah, my nigga Joe Sams, he got a nephew, Treyo sing, he rap. Joe Sams, he spit bars. Me, I spit bars, I rap, I harmonize, nigga, I edit videos, nigga, I edit pictures, nigga, I do all that. But yeah, I was just bringing all these cats. MC De Niro, he from my hood, he from my block. So YBMGM was pretty much all these cats with all this talent. De Niro making beats, he rapping. De Niro showed me. De Niro was my inspiration. I used to see him walking down the block on G Street back in the day, going to the Jackson store in California. You feel me? Like, that's what I remember back in the day. So, yeah, that's what it was, man. YBMGM was pretty much me taking over the throne. Me dethroning pretty much who was in charge. Because I pretty much became in charge. Because niggas wind up doing other shit. So Big Lord wind up doing a group called Piff with another group of cats. So YBMGM pretty much became another version of MGM. Now it became an anti-MGM project, or anti whatever was going on originally at all, because it was like it wasn't no old faces around no more, except me and Tony. Now I'm bringing as all these other cats who I've linked together. I'm in the middle of, I'm in the middle of this web connecting. I'm the spider connecting all these webs around these motherfuckers. You feel me? So yeah. So YBMGM became that. Sheik Ron pretty much became the most consistent one around because he was the engineer and he knew how to edit. He knew how to mix. He knew how to master. He the one that introduced me to the idea of, putting my shit on Channel 19. He the one that put me on to a lot of open mic venues. He the one that put me on to more the Islamic knowledge. So eventually all my other shit after fucking with this nigga became more Islamic related and less Christianified. You dig? I never went against Christianity, but at the same time I never shunned other knowledge. And I learned that wasn't necessarily what I wanted to do either. Because it was a time where I thought that that's what I wanted for my life and my family. But then I realized this might be some bullshit. Why can't I just learn this shit and apply it to my life as it's necessary? I shouldn't have to be a slave to another group, a slave to another group of motherfuckers telling me don't fuck with these other niggas because we better than them. But nigga, they told me the same shit. So who am I supposed to believe? You or them? You dig? So solo is the best way to go, whether it's making music or whether it's just living your life. Sometimes you need to be lonely. Sometimes you need to go without having sex with the opposite sex or whatever sex, just so you can focus on you and know what you really want when you decide to finally put yourself out there to be wanted. So don't be scared to be lonely, or don't be scared to just be alone, because being alone don't mean you're lonely. You feel me? And spread peace. When you spread peace, peace shall return back. That's what I believe. And I believe, eventually old cats come back around, new cats will be found. But anyway, to iterate more about the YBMGM shit. So True Rebellion was another project. So this was the official YBMGM group project. But we never did one prior to that. We had all these cats around, but it was just for show at the time. But when it came down to who was actually there to provide quality music to be released at the time that we planned on putting it out, you know what I'm saying? Only motherfuckers around was Sheik Ron and this new cat, Decipher. So Decipher MC, he comes around through the likes of Sheik Ron. Now this all occurs at the same time of me doing my solo thing. So I'm doing my solo thing. I'm building my buzz at Channel 19. I'm shooting more videos. Shout out to Emo Stars. You feel me? Oh yeah, and Sheik introduced me to Emo also. And you need to talk to that nigga too. You need to holler at him, man. Holler at a player. But anyway, I'm doing all this now. But we still in cahoots. But all of a sudden I get a phone call. Niggas want to have a studio session. I'm like, damn, me and Sheik hadn't did nothing in a minute. So all of a sudden he want to do some features with me now. When before he was like, he was just gonna let me do me because he wasn't in agreement with my message whenever we linked up. He didn't think I was considerate enough of him when I would perform my part of the songs. So pretty much around like 2014 or some shit like that, it was pretty much Prince Robbo rocking by myself. Then all of a sudden, 2015, you know what I'm saying, I'm getting ready to graduate college and all this, you know, a new semester come about. I get a phone call. Now all of a sudden this nigga want to do a song. So we do this song called Sellout. So Sellout became a big song for that time period. We performed it a lot. He mixed it, mastered it. And this is where I get introduced to the Cypher MC. And so the Cypher, I don't know him from day or night. So I'm pretty much giving him the cosign based on Sheik Run. So Sheik Run, you know, he the man. He the one that's been editing my videos. He done played video director at this point. He done been my engineer at this time. Even though I was just solo at this time, we still had the engineer type thing going on. But all of a sudden, now he want to do a group project. We do the song, it gets a good feedback. Now he want to do a group project. So I go along with it because I'm feeling real generous. Because at the time I'm feeling good because personally I was just reconnecting with a lot of family members. You know, I was having a lot of family gatherings, you know. So I was pretty much in a good spirit. So I was like, all right, I'm going to go ahead and throw a nigga a bone, throw a dog a bone. I'm going to go ahead and do this project and help a nigga out. I guess get his name up, I guess. So we do this project. What's going to be the title? So I thought about, I don't know. I didn't think of it. I think one of them niggas thought of it. It was True Rebellion. So I just agreed to it. And we do it. We record it. It becomes successful. But then we eventually fall out. So then we start trading jabs back and forth on a couple diss songs or whatever. And that was the end of that. So as far as Robbo, Sheik Run, and the Cypher MC, that shit is dead. That shit is funeral status. That shit is so cemetery. But as far as YBMGM, that is no longer a group. Probably never ever be a group again. But yeah, that's how that rocked. That's how that went. You did. A lot of y'all probably was wondering, like, damn, I wonder what happened to dude with the hat, dude with the fez, or the fat boy, or what happened to the other fat boy, what happened to the other dude that used to sing and all that, and dude, the video when you had dude in the other video. I'm like, I don't know, man. They just had it play out. Sometimes God separates you from people to show you how much you need these people. They separate you just so they can show you how much you need them. You dig? And sometimes people come around you so much just to show you how much you don't need their ass. Like, damn, what the fuck? You know what? You've been around me all day. You know what I'm saying? And I just realized I really don't need you around. You feel me? So eventually you realize the less heads around, the less people you gotta feed, the less headaches, the less stress, less arguments. It's kind of like a relationship with a chick. You got people that's working with you, you got people that's working under you, or whether you got people that's above you. Whenever there's a group around, a group whatever, a group of motherfuckers in charge, a group of motherfuckers that's with you, or a group of motherfuckers that's working for you, you gotta deal with all that shit regardless. Think about a teacher. Think about a grammar school teacher. One teacher got to deal with one classroom full of all these young kids and that don't even know how to sit down. They don't even know how to probably use the bathroom on their own. Probably don't even know how to wash their hands on their own. Probably don't even know how to tie their shoes on their own. Probably don't even know how to ride a bicycle. None of that. So, yeah, rocking alone when you're in control of a whole lot of others, it's crazy. But I just wish peace and strength to everybody in the world. And I hope you wish the same on me. And I don't want anybody and everybody to pray for me. Because a lot of y'all be praying the wrong shit on people. Y'all be putting spells on motherfuckers. Y'all need to stop putting that shit on Facebook telling people to pray for you just because. Like niggas could be praying that your ass trip and fall too down the stairs, nigga. Motherfuckers pray your ass trip and fall up them stairs, nigga. You better realize that niggas out here, they ain't always got good intentions. Sometimes snakes come around you too. So y'all be deep as hell. Niggas be deep as hell walking down the street, thinking they protected, thinking they got some day ones with them. Nigga, boy, you better stop popping up on niggas with all these snakes with you, boy. Got all these damn snakes on you, boy. Boy, that's dangerous, nigga. All this hissing and shit, nigga. You thinking you tough? Nah, nigga, you in danger. You in danger before you even, boy. You in danger the whole time, nigga. From the time you wake up, nigga. You don't even know. You put your whole life and you invest it into these niggas. That's why it's best to keep all your information to yourself, nigga. Do your dirt by yourself, nigga. Never get too comfortable with a nigga when you telling this nigga your deepest, darkest secret, nigga. But you want this nigga to be your man, nigga. What you talking about? So at the end of the day, don't take none of this shit personal. If you recording music with some niggas, record some music with some niggas. That's it. If you rocking with these niggas, if you got some niggas that you grew up with, y'all friends, nigga. Y'all went to school together, nigga. Y'all grew up, y'all cousins or whatever. It's your brother, it's your cousin, nigga. You want this nigga to listen to your music. You get mad because this nigga won't do a song with you, or he won't play your song. Nigga, if you don't get out your feelings, boy, if you don't take that panty out your motherfucking booty, boy, I don't get it. But anyway, it's the Corn Man. Don't go against the grain. Remember the name, Alcorn Inc. Shout out to Mama Clay fam, the Cold Clan. I want to say, I don't know about this 4th of July type shit. I don't even know what to say. But anyway, I just want to say, for everybody out there that's doing something on that particular day, be safe. Stay nearby if it's bad weather. If it's too hot, stay cool. Stay hydrated. Stay motivated. You dig? Because Lord knows, I pray for better days for myself. Lord, thank you for waking us up. Thank you for blessing us with this opportunity to tune into this podcast once again. Thank you for giving us the chance and opportunity to see our family and loved ones and friends and fans and followers and colleagues and co-workers and associates. Thank you for blessing us with the 7 senses or whatever remaining senses that people have in this world of cruelty. Thank you for blessing us with the food that we conceive or perceive or that we take in. Thank you for all the nutrients and the information. Lord, thank you for the blessings of beautiful music to help us ease the pain of the loss of others or the loss of losing one person, because Lord knows one person can mean just as much as a whole group of people that you just don't care for, so yeah, it's the POC, baby. Positivity only conquers. Your bars must give motivation. YBMGM. We gonna flip it. It's a lifestyle. It's not just about no group shit. So you may see me with a group of niggas, and we may all be repping YBMGM. But please believe, when you see Robbo by itself, I always got that shit. It's tattooed on my sleeve. Yes, indeed. Peace out. Peace. Preach.